When you teach with concentration, not by stimulation. Because when you teach by stimulation, doubts also keep floating. But when you teach by concentration, it is either or. In that situation, at least doubt is dispelled. That's the advantage of concentration. However, you must be aware of the fact that intellect releases 1,000 thoughts per wink of the eye. And you can calculate how many wink of the eyes are in a second, multiplied by. And fact is that all these thoughts, you want it or you don't want it, they do come. And when the thoughts come, they can only do two things. Thought can become a feeling, or thought can go in subconscious. A feeling can become emotion, or feeling can go in subconscious. Emotion can become a desire, or it can go in subconscious. Desire can be fulfilled, or it can go in subconscious. So you have force cycle pressure in your subconscious to fill it. And if you do not meditate and do not consolidate and do not bring yourself to Pratyahar, then you are inviting a danger. And that danger is that when your subconscious gets overloaded, it starts, your capacity to think, to work, to be smart is gone. Then you are an emotional zombie. People in this state become sexually very active, socially very active, and personally very active. Outcome of these habits are the masturbation, too much talking and partying and drinking and zeroing yourself, and sexual activity, undesirable perversion. I'm telling you what those come from. So actually this loading then becomes unbearable, it starts going in unconscious. And the tragedy is the unconscious is very small sphere of mind, and when that cannot take it, it starts putting it back into consciousness. And once the consciousness is polluted by the unconscious, then all you have is the nightmares or daydreams. We call it fantasies. So if you really, when you fantasize with something, you understand you're doing a great job, actually you're killing your precious prana, and your life is becoming empty. And I will have egg will have a chicken, chicken will have honey will have a hen, will have a rooster, rooster will have another egg, and we'll make a dairy farm, and all the eggs will sell, and there'll be a marketplace, I'll have a plaza, I have a business, I have a whole state, and state from all the country. You go on and on and on and on and on. Actually, this fantasy and imagination and all that thing is very comfortable. Because you spend nothing, you do nothing, you sweat nothing, and you feel the feeling of a big plaza, big palace, big power. And that's what the drugs do, give you a feeling of non-reality. But the tragedy is, In sociology, sexology, and sensuology, when you have extended yourself to a dimension which is non-reality, you come back to reality but not in an original way. And then there is a gap. That gap is where your caliber is damaged. And that's why people are poor and rich, happy, unhappy, great, not great. That's a fact. So what was thought was to sit up and meditate, and thoughts come, they hit the floor, and you said, Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. They hit you, you hit them. They come this way, you hit them this way, and clean it out. Getting in the ambrosial hour when sun is hitting at 60 degrees, sitting for hours and exercising, stimulating yourself, and then sitting and meditating is just to clean the subconscious. So there may be another little space left where other garbage can be set. Well, it's a very personal thing. It's not a big religious thing. Oh, I'm going to become spiritual. I'm going to find God and He's going to give me a banana. And if I don't do this, He won't give me a banana. That's not true. That's not true. In Los Angeles, I have a friend, and I want to share this tragedy with you. And he said, Yogi, you must understand. Yogi, you must understand. What I have to understand? He said, that girl, I said, just casually. I said, don't touch it. No, Yogi, yes, Yogi, Yogi, Yogi. I said, don't touch it. Yogi. One day I got fed up with it. I said, hey, Yogi, go and hell with it, do it, whatever you want. He did it. Now you what are you telling me? Oh, Yogi, you didn't stop me, your heart is not in me. You don't know. What the hell I have to tell you? I've told you 30,000 times, don't do it. Just don't do it. Because when a teacher does not care for one's own status and thinks he can hide or behind the hide of his own ego, respect in the heart of other is gone. And it's not a matter of it's the reality or non-reality, it's a matter of moral consciousness. It's not that I have not been accused of the bad conduct and illicit relationship or whatever. I'm very grateful to United States. They are very nice. They actually want it. And they can't get it, they accuse you. That's fine. But there's a moral sense. There's a moral sense. There's a moral essence. At least you in yourself as a teacher feel yourself clean. I read that thou shalt not covet the neighbor's wife and something like that. Because I'm not saying you should not covet neighbor's wives and not go after anybody you want and take away their money and everything. I'm not worried about it. All I'm saying, go ahead and do it and see what it does to you. It will put a shadow on you. You can't get out of it. You must understand as a teacher, there's a faculty of a teacher, and it has no facility. All you are judging as a teacher is how popular you are. You must understand me, how unpopular I am. I have to be unpopular because in spite of my being unpopular, if I'm that much popular, you understand if I would have been catering and caring and dramatizing, how powerful and populous I could be. It takes 5 acres of grass to feed 3 Jersey cows, and it takes 1 month of their milk to take the cream and bring out the butter. But it's not anywhere that butter is going to stay until you put it to the test of fire and make out of it clarified butter, or you call it ghee, and that can stay. Teacher is not judged by his popularity, his richness, his money, his knowledge, his essence. Teacher is judged by his character. If under all temptations he can fly through, he knows how to fly. But what is there? You fall apart in money, you fall apart in sex, you fall apart in status. You may be a very popular teacher, you can write few books and everybody may know you, but you shall not create another teacher, because you never took the responsibility of taking the chisel and hammer and shaping it up. Therefore, as a teacher, you have to shape your own destiny and experience it before you shape somebody's destiny. It's your responsibility. It is your responsibility. I'm not saying don't become popular and don't become this and don't become rich. I'm saying do whatever you want to do. Just understand one thing. Karmi apo apani kya nade kya dur. Nanak said, your action will prove how near you are, how far away you are. You see, it's very funny. In my personal case, when I was a Hollywood teacher, and I had all those people in my class, and it's a very comfortable situation. There were people with great... But I sat on the Duke Savage's bus and just walked away. Ask me why. Because I found in them nothing. Their ego was all-consuming. And a man who has all-consuming ego will never become a teacher because he will never become a student. I asked yesterday a man, and I won't mention the place because it's a very respectable man and honorable place. And I said, what these people go and do there? Oh, they say he pretends to dawn to dusk very holy. At night is all drinking, smoking, and other, etc., etc., etc. What is that? Once a great teacher said, and you will read in the books, he said, if you have a desire, you must fulfill it by letting it go. Desire is like a fire. How many times you keep on putting wood in the fire and it goes away? The beauty of desire is more you put in it, and then deny the desire. Now, people, normally a teacher discuss desire and deny the desire. That's not correct. That's not correct. That's cheating. That's cheating. Desire cannot be denied. But desire can be elevated. Do not deny the desire and do not fulfill the desire if it does not fit your excellence and honor. No desire is desirable if it does not add to your character and grace. Because what is your strength? Your personal strength as a teacher is your character. And what's your power as a teacher? Power of teacher is a grace. One person said, Yogi ji, I teach a class. I say, how many students come to your class? He said, 1 or 2. I said, can you expand? And the person said, I'm trying everything. I'm putting leaflets, I'm putting this, I'm putting that. And I said, how you survive? And the person said, barely. Barely. But she said, these 2 students come every day. And it's on honor basis, so leave sometimes $50, sometimes $20. Money-wise, I don't think I'm hurting, but one day the person had a note, it said, giving a gift of $3,000 to be reported, therefore I'm leaving $2,999. Because God can come in any way. And just today, it happened today, before I came here, somebody gave me $1,000, just, it was to me. As a teacher, somehow I felt uncomfortable. I looked, I counted, and I said, $100 more. And I said, the job you are asking is too big for it, but the question is, at least, you can't give me just $1,000 and get away with it, because it's not correct. I mean, it's your money, it's not mine, I'm going to spend it for you, but the question is, there should be 100 more, just not stuck on a 0, man, just one more 100. And they both were laughing because the wife was saying, I knew you were going to say that, and I even told him, but he said, oh, no, it's all right. And first thing you ask is, it's not correct. What you will do if somebody give you, I'm giving you an example, what you will do if somebody give you $1,000? Just,
Ask for 100 more.
No, that I did, you're not going to ask, I know. What do you do?
Altar.
Put it on the altar. You always never put an altar on a 0 number, remember this. It has to be 0 plus. The word for it is swaya, 1 1/4. 1 is to the 1, and quarter is the continuity. That's why I asked. You know, teacher is a different character with different characteristic, because it's not a person. It's a pure extended self of the student. Therefore it has no boundary, no jurisdiction but to be straight. I mean, asking $100 or more brought joy and love and understanding in the sense that they knew it. And they gave it in a little purse, so in the sense it was not accounted for. And I said, what is this? He said, well, somebody has brought this to you. And I opened the zip and there was money, and I zipped it back and I said, it's not right. Let's count it. All these faculties as a teacher will come to you, because you will also understand what the desire is, what the prayer is, and what fulfillment is, and they're asking you to argument. Money is not a situation, money is a media. At this time at summer classes I asked, I have a noble work, I'll need money, and give me out of your heart. I had no right to ask, but I knew I'll ask, they will give me. And almost it came exactly what was needed, and some beautiful people for beautiful reasons will go and educate in their life. You are participating in life. But it's not a matter of temptation. Your glory is not temptation. Your grace is not a temptation. It's not either achievement. You have to create in your lifetime somebody 10 times better than you. That's the first and the last job of a teacher. You'll find great teachers with great egos. And you will also find great teachers with a lot of knowledge. You'll also find great teachers who will talk and convince you of their divinity, and how much you can find anywhere. Nobody's going to kick your ass. You will never meet a teacher who face you from the neck and put 2 fingers in your nose and say, "You son of so-and-so, how yesterday at 5 o'clock you were doing this?" Ah? Mm-hmm. It's a practical fact, it's no joke. Because you do not understand a relationship between a teacher and student is, teacher is in pain, the student is not progressing, and Peter is terrible that he's going to go impotent, orphan without any child, and the only child he's looking at is that student who is going to be greater than him to cover his shortcomings and expand it. It's not how many comes to your classes, how many you screw and how many you fuck and how many you kiss and how many you hug, how much influence you have, how many VIPs you know, how many great persons, whatever you want to call, how much you are invited and how much you are circulated. That has nothing to do, damn it. It has nothing to do with you. As a teacher, you are a teacher, not a creature, not a preacher. The story of a teacher is there was a man sitting with a loincloth in a hill and just doing like this, exercising. He was too old and he couldn't move and he was just jerking around. The king of the state brought horses, men, wealth, food, touched his feet. He was still doing. He said, "Oh, master, I am the imperial self of this area." He said, "I know you are my king, thank you." He said, "I brought you this offering." He said, "Thank you." He said, "Bless me." He said, "You're blessed, thank you." He said, "Give me some orders." I said, "Pack it up and go." He said, No, master, no, master." He said, "But you came for, I have blessed you. Take it and go, take it. I'm fine. Don't interfere with my exercise." He said, "No, master. Please bless me, please bless me." He said, "You're blessed, 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 blessed. As many times blessed means anything, you're blessed." So he said, "Well, give me something to do." He said, "Pack up your all gifts and go home. Leave me alone." I don't have guards and all that stuff. He said, "I can provide it. I'll build it up, whatever you want." He said, "I don't need it. I want a place to move. And you are stopping me from all this, my joy of being nothing." And he said, No, master, it's not. You are the greatest master. I have a tragedy. I never served you. I'm very guilty, obligated." Then I am the great giver. And teacher laughed. He said, "I am the greatest denial. If you want to know, you're not going to give me anything." And he asked, I remember this question. He asked, he said, "Master, why?" He said, "All the wealth is loaded in the sky. It comes down through the drops and nurtures the earth. And one who loves me can pick up the water from the ocean through the clouds to the mountain and rain and run the brooks and the rivers and create that cycle knows me. And I'm not going to ask something else, ask somebody else. He said, Lord Master, I brought this. Well, you know what we can do? We can build here, people can come, worship, all religious purposes. He said, the greater religious job you have done to come through this hilly track 70 miles. And my calculation was wrong. I thought you could never reach it. But you made it. And just face me. Wasn't something very pure your life? He said, that's true. Calamities sometimes bring in you spiritual climax. Calamity sometimes bring in you the spiritual climax. Challenge is not bad. And actually, telling you frankly, teacher must have a moral, ethical, personal authority to do what he has to do. When I started in Hollywood, we used to have people, even people tell me now in my sometime classes, the overflow of group sings classes come through. But I don't know them. I just think artificial blonde girls with a lot of stuff. They come for yoga class. What should I do? Who are they? And sometimes I go home and they say, look at the magazine, look at the front page. This was the girl who was sitting on the left side of you, and this was sitting on the right side of you. I said, nobody was sitting on head of me, that's all saving grace. They came to the class, God bless them, bless them, bless them, bless them. I don't know. They're on the front of the magazine or on the back of the magazine. So long they don't sit on my head, I'm okay. Because I go in a class to teach, not to count how many, what do you call them? Celebrity stars are those who show the clothes, what do they call them? Models. See how naive I am in a certain way? I go to teach the class and finish with it. I'm not looking at all these alphabets. I go teach class, finish the class, I can understand. All I know is that doesn't matter what I teach, once the arc line and aura coincide to be blue and a golden twirler, job is done, there's time to go home. It means that day the purification has happened. There's nothing to factual rivalry that whether I'm a good teacher, I'm a bad teacher, I'm a right teacher, I'm a wrong teacher. So long I know there are teachings and I am carrying and sharing them as they are. In the purity of the teaching lies the purity of the teacher. There's no other rule. I don't mind to, honestly, you have the right to joke, you can add astrology, astronomy, whatever you want to talk, but then you are not an astrologer when